Wild Bill Hickok was having a great night at the poker table. He was up $200, equivalent today to about $3,200. Also in the Lionhouse Hotel that evening was a man named Davis Tutt. Wild Bill Hickok and Tutt had once been friends, but a woman entered the mix and a falling out had occurred. As a result, Hickok refused to play cards any longer with Tutt. Yet, there Tutt was, hovering around the poker table, loaning cash to all the gamblers playing against Wild Bill. So, in essence, most of the $200 Hickok had won that night was actually Tutt's money. According to an 1867 article about it in Harper's Weekly, Tutt, who was irritated by his losses, approached Hickok saying, quote, "Bill, you've got plenty of money. Pay me that $40 you owe me in that horse trade." And Bill paid him. Still stinging, Tutt said to Hickok, quote, "You owe me $35 more. You lost it playing with me the other night." Hickok calmly answered, quote, "I think you're wrong, Dave. It's only $25. I have a memorandum of it in my pocket downstairs. If it's $35, I'll give it to you." At this, Tutt looked around and noticed Hickok's gold watch sitting on the table. Tutt reached over, grabbed it, and said, quote, "I'll keep this here watch till you pay me that $35. This made Hickok furious. He stood up, looked into Tutt's eyes, and said, quote, "I don't want to make a row in this house. It's a decent house, and I don't want to injure the keeper. You'd better put that watch back on the table." Tutt simply grinned and walked off with the watch. Over the next couple days, tensions rose. Hickok was back at the Lionhouse Hotel where he was told that Davis Tutt planned to wear his watch in the middle of the town square the next day. Hickok replied, quote, "He shouldn't come across that square unless dead men can walk." At that, Hickok returned to his room and began cleaning his pistols in preparation for a fight. A friend reported visiting Hickok that night. When he entered the room, Wild Bill was still oiling his weapons. The friend said, quote, "Now Bill, you're going to get into a fight." Hickok responded, quote, "Don't bother yourself. It's not the first time I've been in a fight, and these damn hounds have put on me long enough. You don't want me to give up my honor, do you?" The friend replied, quote, "No, Bill, you must keep your honor." Around noon, the two men met on the town square to negotiate the terms for the watch's return. Tutt now demanded $45. Hickok said he only owed $25. In an effort to defuse farther escalation, the two men agreed to have a drink together, but nothing was solved, as Tutt still left wearing the watch. Around 6 p.m., the two men returned to the town square, with Hickok on the east side holding his Colt Navy revolver openly out and at his side, while Tutt was on the west, about 75 yards away. Hickok holstered his gun and shouted, quote, "Dave, here I am. Don't you come across here with that watch." Without reply, Tutt drew his gun and fired. Hickok did the same. The guns were fired so close together that most witnesses at the trial only reported hearing a single shot. After killing Tutt, Hickok spun around to Tutt's friends who were standing behind him. Pointing his pistol, he said, quote, "Aren't you satisfied, gentlemen? Put up your shooting irons, or there'll be more dead men here." At that, all agreed it was a fair fight. Hickok was arrested for murder, but the charges were soon reduced to manslaughter. In the end, after a 2-hour deliberation from the jury, Hickok was acquitted of all charges. In reflection on the entire affair, a modern historian wrote, quote, "Nothing better describes the time than the fact that dangling a watch held as security for a poker debt was widely regarded as a justifiable provocation for resorting to firearms." Welcome to the Wild West.